Welcome to another vlog of the way we saw it, this time from Panama City. And look at the skyline. Somebody said to me it's like Miami on LSD. And it kind of looks like it. We are somewhere over there. It's our hotel in one of the golden towers over there. And all the high-rise buildings you're seeing here behind me did not even exist 10 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And Panama had a very strong booming economy in the last years, like 10% or even stronger. And now they have a new president since a few years. And I have to be careful what I say because so I don't give wrong information to you, but I think the economic growth is right now down to 4%. So it's slowing a little bit down, and maybe that's also good for Panama City. And it's Good Friday today, so the city is very calm, there's not a lot of traffic. And we are walking now through this park here, which goes along the coastline to the Casco Viejo, which is the old historical part, or like colonial part, which is left from Panama City, and it's currently being rebuilt, renovated. A lot of new restaurants are coming there. You can buy apartments there as well if you want to. So let's go and have a look at Casco Viejo.
Now in the Dorada, which is a chain of artisanal beers. But today is Holy Friday, how do you call it?
Good Friday.
Good Friday, so no beers. They are not allowed to sell alcohol, so we are having just juice. But this Rana Dorada is one example of the rehabilitation of the Casco Viejo or Casco Antiguo, where they keep the facade of the buildings and they rebuild the inside, and this one is made with a lot of respect to the old building.
Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir, adorarte para mí fue religión, y en tus besos yo encontraba el amor que me brindaba, el amor y la paz.
This is the Iglesia de la Merced, which is the Church of Mercy, of Our Lady Mercy, and it used to be in another spot here in Panama City, and it survived actually the fire that was occasioned by the Captain Morgan, who was really here destroying the whole Panama City. And as said, it was then moved here to Casco Viejo, where it now stands, and it's used a lot for weddings, of course. And across the street there's the American Trade Hotel that has its ballroom just across the street, so people just easily come from the church and they go over to the American Trade Hotel for the party.
On the Plaza Thomas Herrera, and he's actually sitting there on the horse, and right behind me here is the beautiful American Trade Hotel, which is a completely renovated hotel with beautiful rooms. If you have enough money, you should definitely stay in this hotel. It was a little bit too costly for us, but we will go there and have at least a coffee. And they have also a beautiful jazz club which plays live music every evening, so that's definitely worth to come back here in the evening to have maybe a nice drink with some beautiful jazz music. So the Casco Viejo, actually a few years ago, especially this area where we are now, was a no-go area, so you could not really walk here. It was too dangerous in the dark or in the evening. And behind me is the church or the temple of San Jose, which was built by the Augustinians. And it was the first temple or church which was built here in the old part of the town. Really beautiful altar inside, carved from wood, so definitely worth a visit when you come to Panama City. On this house you can see that many houses look like this currently because they are under renovation. So the whole facade is stabilized with these iron boards to protect the facade, and inside trees are growing. And just vis-a-vis on the other side. It's completely renovated, beautiful old house. And the houses have to be renovated exactly the style they were before, at least the facade. Inside you are more free to do what you want. Another place to visit is Tropical Chocolate Cafe, and here they sell handmade chocolate, which is produced with local harvested chocolate. There are, for example, here are some chocolate pralines made with chocolate from Boca del Toro. That was a place where we have been a few blocks before. So first, before we have the chocolate, let's have a coffee.
Cilantro, limon, piña, maracuya, and I don't remember, tamarind to taste.
Casco Viejo is very close, or actually it is next to the sea also. And in Panama the tide is very strong. Few meters the water is going up and down. You can see here now the water is very low and people are walking here into the mud.
This is the French square, the Plaza de Francia, and you can see there is this obelisk with the French Le Coq on the top, symbolizing the French nation. There are these vaults over the monument. We're going to walk over them. It also has a theater here, and it has the French embassy, of course, which is a quaint little white and blue building over there. And the monument on this square of the French is actually a monument honoring the French effort to build the Panama Canal, which was then finally completed by the American, but started by the French. This is the southernmost point of Casco Viejo in Panama City. It gives a good view on the old town, the Casco Viejo, and the new town. And tonight is a full moon on top of it, so we have a very special light.
And it's a good point actually to come here for the sunset. So this is the church of San Felipe Neri now on Good Friday. Of course, every church here in Panama City is very beautifully decorated with a lot of flowers, and a lot of people are visiting the church and praying in this moment. And the funny thing is that, or different thing is, every church in Panama City we have visited so far is air-conditioned, so it's very pleasant to be in here. It's the first churches in my entire life I've visited which are air-conditioned. And in some of the churches they have this installation where the whole life of Jesus is displayed in a kind of like a miniature wonderland, with the places where he was born and his whole life and all the wonders he made. So this was our first day in Panama City. And now we are back in the hotel. We are on the balcony of our hotel room, which is on the 26th floor, like super high. There's actually a pool somewhere under me where we can swim in the morning. And today we were mainly visiting the old part of Panama called
Casco Viejo.
I always say it wrong, so let Marty do this job. And we were super positively surprised how beautiful this part is. It's actually a UNESCO World Heritage since 2003, and since then there's a major renovation going on, and they have done a beautiful job so far. And we want to say a very, very special thank you to Miguel and Arturo, which were showing us today their town. They're actually living here, and once again thank you for doing this great job.
And did you know that Panama City has 880,000 inhabitants. It is in the Latin American perspective a small capital city, actually, like San Jose also. It has 1.5 million people in the metropolitan area, but the real draw here is probably the Casco Viejo, which has all these beautiful colonial buildings.
So tomorrow we are going to get a new haircut, most probably. That's also something you have to do on travels. Thank you very much for watching this vlog from Panama City. Safe travels always to you wherever you are.
Please put your thumbs up.
And press the subscribe button if you haven't done so. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.